Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is Aaron at Eurotek, and this is the brand new Ducati Monster 1200R. Now it's got some upgraded features from the base 1200 and the 1200S, such as the Olin steering dampener, the Olin suspension front and rear. The seat has been redesigned on the rear section. You will get a fly screen on this bike, and you will have the Marchesini forged wheels. You'll have a 200 rear tire and that beautiful carbon fiber rear fender or front fender. You will have the Diablo Super Corsas on the bike. The paint scheme is phenomenal. So what we can do is go into the dash, because that's really kind of where they amped it up. The bike is absolutely gorgeous though. So if we turn on the dash here, it's got a very, very similar setup, kind of like the Panigales. So you'll have your left hand controls over here, up and down to navigate your miles, trip meter, and then if you press and hold the cancellation turn, this is where you get into the ride mode. So you have sport, you'll have touring, and you'll have urban, which you can go in and kind of critique each one to your likings. So you can select the sport there, you'll have your gear indicator, your speedometer right there in the middle, and then you'll have your tachometer on the top. If you hold down the bottom arrow on your left control, it will open up the main menu. So this is where you can actually critique all the different riding modes. So if you click riding mode, you click sport, what you can do is scroll to ABS, traction control, or engine, select it, and select one of the three settings, which is nice. We'll exit out of there, we'll go back to the main menu, kind of show you, you can kind of go into each of the different ride modes and critique that. You can check the battery, backlight, clock. It will have a pin code on there. You can reset that. I don't recommend it, because then you have to go into the computer and reprogram everything. Change the RPMs up, the unit settings, so kilometers, miles per hour, info mode, and then we'll exit out of here. So on the bottom, it's going to show you your ABS setting, your trip meter, and your traction control setting, which is nice. So the screen's going to change with different modes. You will select the sport mode here. It's going to be kind of a sport, you know, ergonomics, tachometer, speedo, and gear. If we go into the touring mode, what you're going to have is a bunch of settings on the bottom. You'll have your clock, you'll have your oil temperature, your tripometer, your average fuel consumption, traction control settings, ABS control settings. And then once you get into urban, you really kind of get a different cluster. You won't get the RPMs, because in an urban environment, you're really not worried about the RPMs. You're just kind of worried about what gear you're in. Traction control settings are going to be up, ABS settings are going to be up, and then you have your miles on the bottom left and your fuel temperature on the bottom right. Clock is front and center there, that way you're not late to any of your meetings and stuff like that. You'll have your flashers on the back of your left hand controls here. You can see its settings change over there, and then you can press down 2 times and your brights will stay on, which is a nice feature to have. Other than that, on the right hand controls, you'll have your standard on and off with the start button there. So this has been the 1200R look over / review. I'm gonna do a riding review on it, so make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. That way you guys can kind of see how I thought the bike reacted, how it handles, stuff like that. If you guys haven't checked out our other videos of all the new bikes, make sure to check those out as well. You can go to our main channel, and if you're new, make sure to like it if you guys got some good info out of it, and subscribe as well. I will put our phone number and website in the description if you guys want to check out all of our bikes. We not only have Ducatis, we have BMWs, and we have Triumphs. We have an array of used bikes as well. So I appreciate everybody watching. This has been Aaron at Eurotek. Peace.